Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naisha if you're new here, and in today's video we are going to do a flashback Friday, hashtag FBF. So right now Ulta is having their 21 days of beauty sale. That's where for 21 days they put a lot of makeup and skincare items on sale, 50% off, sometimes 30% off, and you know, we get to beef up our collection. Normally I always get in on the sale. I pick up things that I love that are actually on sale, and then I pick up some things I've always wanted to try. But the items that I bought in the fall Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, some of them I realized I didn't even try. I didn't even touch. It's sitting there in my stash collecting dust. So I decided to go into my collection, pull them out, and try all of the new things that I bought and haven't tried. So if you're interested in seeing all the things that I picked up in the sale and how I achieved this everyday glowy look, please keep on watching. Okay, so with all of the items that I bought, it essentially is going to give me a everyday kind of glam face. I didn't buy any eyeshadow, so let's do a nice quick everyday 10-minute face. 10-minute face. First thing I got is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. So this has been out for a while and I've always wanted to try it. Smell a little bit of the coconut water. This is basically said to be almost like skincare in a primer. Literally feels like I'm putting on a moisturizer. I know people like Jackie Aina rave about this primer all the time. It does dry all the way down, has a little bit of tack to it, so that's good for the foundation. Oh, it smells really nice. I'm really starting to smell the coconut now. And for foundation, I have the Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint. So this in particular has a very, very small shade range. And I guess since it's supposed to be a skin tint and not a foundation, this shade is supposed to work for a plethora of shades within the same tone. So let's see how this looks. I'm going to be putting it on with my pure sponge that I got with my Cameo contour that was in my boxy pop-up video. What I like about this too, it has SPF 23, so that's pretty good for every day. So I'm going to pump some on the back of my hand like I always do with all my foundations. I don't even know how much you're supposed to use for a skin tint, so let's do one more for good measure. Then I'm going to go right in with the sponge. That actually is a really good color. And they didn't lie, this really is super lightweight. I wonder if I'll get more coverage if I used a brush. Let's try a brush. I'm going to use this Luxie Precision Foundation brush. See how this works. Definitely more coverage using the brush. But I feel like the point of something like this is not to have a lot of coverage. It is very dewy. I don't know if it's going to dry down. Probably not. Definitely going to have to set this. Okay, I also picked up my tried and true Shape Tape Concealer. I used to be so obsessed with this. I have 3 backups right now, and I'm finishing up one. This is Tan Deep Honey. I was seriously obsessed with this, and every single time it went on sale, I had to get one. That's why I have 3 backups now, and I'm working my way through. And so this is the concealer we're going to use today. So I'm going to put this in the usual places. Okay, and then I'm going to blend that out with my sponge. Okay, and to set under my eyes, I got this Urban Decay All-Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. I believe there was only one color. Seemed to be only one color. Seems pretty light, but we're gonna go with it. Just gonna dab my brush in here. I really like how this powder looks on the skin, how it set the concealer down. It really doesn't have any color to it. So it really is just setting the makeup. My skin still looks like it has a healthy glow to it. I'm also going to take a bigger, fluffier brush and going to take this all over my face. But instead of swiping, I'm just going to press like this. Okay, I gotta try this powder more often. I really like how it makes my skin look. I'm mad that I didn't use it all this time. Okay, the next thing I got was this Hoola Caramel. So Hoola had just came out with some darker colors, and caramel was one of the colors. It's more of a medium in between color. I think it's brand new, so pulling the sticker off. It comes with this little brush, which I'm not going to use. And my biggest pet peeve with this is the packaging, like this whole stupid box thing, but I guess that's their aesthetic. Yeah, so this is the Hoola Caramel. Is a little bit darker. They've had Hoola and Hoola Light for the longest, and they finally came out with darker colors. I was actually pretty surprised when this was in the sale because these had just come out in the summer, and then they were on sale in the fall. But anyway, I got it for half price, and now I'm gonna bronze up my skin. See, this is the problem. It's the size of my bronzer brush. It fits. It's alright. I should stop complaining. I'm also going to take some of that bronzer on this brush and contour my nose a little bit. Still using the bronzer, I'm going to take a big fluffy blending brush and run that right through the crease. Then I'm going to take this smaller blending brush and run it on the lower lash line. Okay, so I really liked how that bronzer applied. It was a pretty nice light. It blended out really, really nice. So I get the hype. It's a nice bronzer. Packaging still sucks. I didn't get any blush or highlighter, so I'm just going to throw that on and I'll be right back. I also repurchased one of my favorites, the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. My two favorites are this one and the ABH Brow Wiz. Usually anytime I see those on sale, I grab them up. And this one is in number 5. Oh, look how beautiful that brow looks. Whew. I love this stuff. What I love about these pencils is that because it's so thin and firm, you're able to do those little strokes at the front And then I always go back with the spoolie and brush it out so it's not as harsh, and go through the eyebrow to kind of remove any kind of clumps, because that happens too. I also picked up one of my favorite lash glues. This is the Pure Pro Eyelash Glue. This dries really quick, and it dries clear. And I also picked up these Pure Diva lashes. They're a little bit on the lighter side, so they're perfect for an everyday look. I usually get their bombshell lashes. Those are actually one of my favorites, but I figured let me try the Divas because they were so nice and cute and petite. A lot tinier than what I'm used to, so this is perfect for every day. And yes, I'm putting lashes on to sit in the house. I'm trying to look cute. Okay, so I'm going to add some mascara, my Monster Big by Lancome. Okay, so you see how these lashes are pretty nice, kind of everyday lash. Just really looks like I have beautifully long lashes, which I don't. I have 4 lashes. I'm going to leave a lower lash line bare since, you know, we ain't going nowhere. I also picked up the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Prime Set Refresh Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. I've also always wanted to try this. Give it a test spray. Not bad. It has coconut water, probiotic-based ingredients, and skin revivers. So again, they keep saying that this is basically like skincare. You smell the coconut water, it smells really good. It has a very strong spritz, so I would suggest keeping it a good almost arm's length away from your face. And the last thing I got was this Buxom Plump Line lip liner. It's basically a lip liner, but it's like a lip liner slash lip crayon, and it has plumping properties in it. I did use this. I bought 2 of them. I did use this one. This one is Undercover. Again, this is the color. It matches really well with my dress. It dries down matte. It has a teeny tiny little bit of tingliness to it because it's supposed to be plumping. It also comes with like a brush on the other side if you need help blending it out. But I find because it's basically one big pencil, it's pretty easy to line your entire lips and then go back in and fill it in. Here we have the finished look. Nice and glowy everyday skin with all of the products that I bought in the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, some of which I never used before. I'm finally using. Let's talk about it. So we'll start off with both the Hangover RX Primer as well as the Prime Set and Refresh Spray. I really liked how this felt on my skin. I love the smell of them, of course, because there's coconut, and like I say, who doesn't like the smell of coconut? It's not a very strong coconut scent, and we all know Too Faced, sometimes they go way overboard with the scents. I think it's a mild coconut scent, and I really did enjoy it. The spritz on this is a little aggressive, so you gotta hold it pretty far away from your face, but I can't even tell you if it's going to help my makeup last because I'm not going anywhere. I'm sitting on the couch. So I mean, I guess when the summer months roll around, we'll see. But it's actually it's 4 fluid ounces. It's a pretty big bottle, so you get a lot in here, and that's really good. So far, just based on application, I really like these, and I'm excited that I finally got to try it. I see that they have a new primed and poreless powder and primer. I don't know if it's launched already. I might also want to try that, looking for a sale. And next is the Lancome Skin Feels Good Skin Tint. This actually ended up being a pretty good color for my skin. Like I said, it's a tint, so it should cover a large range of skin tones, and it was actually a really good match for me. It's a little dewy, it's a little dewier than I normally like, but you know, it was set down and it still looks like skin. My skin is still showing through, so it doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. And I guess the goal is just to look, you know, beautiful and radiant and not too made up. And that's exactly what this is doing. So I'm definitely gonna have to put it on with a brush. The sponge was soaking up way too much and was giving me absolutely no coverage. So with a brush, I got a little bit more coverage that I felt more comfortable with. So I'm pretty excited to, you know, use this for my everyday when I actually, you know, just running out to the supermarket, taking my daughter to daycare, that sort of thing, to just throw this on and keep using it. Fun fact, the Tint Doll by Lancome is actually my absolute favorite foundation ever. I have a lot of favorites, but that's like #1. And yeah, so far I'm liking this. We're gonna have to wait until we go outside to see how, until we're moving about and going outside again to see how much it lasts. But I also like the fact that it has hyaluronic acid and the SPF 23, so it is perfect for everyday throw it on and go. Next, the all-nighter setting powder. I really liked this. I was very surprised. I thought it was going to be really light, but I'm very surprised. It has absolutely no color, and the way it set the concealer down and set the rest of my face, I thought it was going to like be really mattifying. It's not. It has everything still looking like skin. I think that could be a combination of the skin tint and this powder. So I'm going to keep using it with other foundations and kind of see how I like it. But so far I really like how it applied. It soaked into the skin really nicely, and nothing looks cakey or heavy. And you know, they say it's supposed to last all night. We'll see how that goes. Not that I'm going to wear this all night, but eventually we'll see how that goes. I really like this. I'm mad I wasn't using it this entire time. The Hula Caramel. So this ended up being a pretty decent color for my skin. It warmed the skin up pretty nicely. Still hate the packaging, and you know, it's a bronzer. It's a good bronzer. It was nice, silky, smooth. It didn't give me any blotchiness or anything, even though my skin was a little bit on the dewier side. So that's pretty good. My big fat brush was able to fit into the box. I mean, I think it's overhyped for a bronzer. I'm glad that I got it at half price and they finally came out with darker colors. I will continue to use this. And yeah, bronze is a bronzer, but I'm glad I was able to try it out. The Tarte Shape Tape. This is tried and true for me. I've been using this for years. Absolutely love it. I did go a little bit deeper on the color that I've been using, so it's not as stark bright under the eye like I used to go. Nobody does that anymore. But I really love this. I love that it dries down. Matte is very thick, and I feel like this tube lasts a really long time. But like I said, I have my backups. I haven't been buying it because I've been trying other concealers, but this is actually one of my favorite concealers as well, and it doesn't disappoint. The Brow Pencil, another one of my favorites. It did a really good job filling in my eyebrow. You see, it still basically looks like hair. Gave me the hair-like strokes at the front. One of my absolute favorites. The packaging is so cute too. And yeah, like I said, one of my favorites, and you can see why. The Pure Eyelash Glue is also one of my favorites that I replenished. I bought 2 of them at the time at that sale, and one is already done, so I had to go searching for this one because I was trying out some other eyelash glues in the meanwhile. But you know, like I said, it dries down pretty quickly. It dries down clear. It has a pretty good hold, and it's pretty affordable. I think it's like $8, and I probably got it for like $4. And then of course we have the lashes. These are the Pure Diva lashes. They are a little bit not as dramatic as I usually like, but they are very lightweight. The band is very small, and I think this is perfect for this type of look. This very I wouldn't say no makeup, but light makeup situation where you don't want some crazy heavy lashes. And you can see, like, you can barely even see, like, if there's a band. This one's a little wonky, but you know, we ain't going nowhere. And it just makes your eyes look a little bit more dramatic, almost like you have really long, lovely lashes. And last, we have the Buxom Plump Line Liner in Undercover. I really love this color, nice neutral color. And even for a plumper, I don't know if it's really plumping. I don't need plumping. It has like this, it still has like a very, very slight underlying tingly feel to it. It's very matte. There's a little bit of transfer, but not too much, and it's still pretty comfortable. I think with it being a pencil, a fat pencil like this, which is basically a pencil and lipstick in one, is nice, quick, easy to throw on to have a little bit of color on your lips. I got this one in Undercover and the other one is in Covet, I think, which is more of a red. I haven't used that one yet, but I've used this one a couple of times and I actually really like it. I usually put a gloss over top, but not today. And that is it. Those are all the items that I picked up in the fall Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty. I'm finally using most of them and I'm glad that I picked these up. I am really happy with the new things that I'm trying, excited to keep trying them and actually using them. I love that in this time when we're not really out and about and we're trying to get creative and we're all looking back at all the things that we have and we need to use, as opposed to being able to run out to Ulta and get whatever we want. I'm happy that I remembered half of these things that I didn't even use before, and I can actually finally put them to use and test them out and see if I like it. So next week I should have all of my items from this season's 21 Days of Beauty. So I'm going to do an Ulta haul. I'm also going to do a try-on portion. So look out for all of that good stuff next week. And if you like these kinds of trying on videos, trying out new makeup videos, shopping your stash videos, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. Of course, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.